Hello, and welcome to a very special Halloween-themed episode of Comics. And just in case you're wondering, I also do not know what kind of accent this is. It's like a cross between a vampire and a Russian. So anyway, yeah, we are doing a Halloween episode, and so I have an awesome costume, as you can see. I am Mr. Richard Burnell, my awesome co-host. And I know I don't have 3D glasses. I tried really hard, and I used to have a pair, but I couldn't find it, and I was like really disappointed. And I tried to get some regular glasses, but then I figured it wouldn't be worth punching out a little lens in them just to make it look like his, so you'll just have to believe. But I do have this little Batman plush, which Richard would appreciate. So for this episode of Comics, I am going to be giving you a review, and Richard is going to be giving you some DC Comics news. So let's start off with a review of Kick-Ass 2, number 1. Kick-Ass 2, number 1 is written by Mark Millar, who obviously wrote the other Kick-Ass series. And those of you who know me know that Kick-Ass is like one of my favorite movies of all time. And I never actually read the first comic book until after I'd seen the movie, and I gotta tell you, I like the movie more than that comic book. But I was hopeful that when I got this new comic book, Kick-Ass 2 number 1, that it would be even better than the movie. And guess what? I was wrong. Kick-Ass 2 number 1, sadly, just isn't that great. For starters, I don't really like the artwork. The artwork is just kind of muddy, and it just doesn't really go with the theme of Kick-Ass in my own opinion. And Mark Millar just has a reputation of putting extremely bad jokes in some of his comics. And I mean, there were a lot in here. I mean, there are references to how hot Aunt May from Spider-Man is. It's like, okay, been there, done that, you know. The issue as a whole is action-packed. It is all the same characters that we love, albeit a bit older. I think, personally, that in this case, the movie is better than the book. And, or comic book, in this case. And I think that's rare, but I love that movie, okay? I think Kick-Ass 2 definitely has potential to be better, and honestly, all I'm really holding out for is Kick-Ass 2 the movie, which I have no doubt will be awesome. I'll keep reading the series just to see if it gets better, but to be honest, Kick-Ass 2 number 1 just isn't my kind of thing. I give it a 2 out of 5. And now we're going to go over to Richard, who also has his costume on. I don't know what it is at this point while I'm talking, but I will see when I'm watching the video. And he's going to give you some cool Batman movie news. So without further ado, take it away, Richard.
Did I get you? Hello everybody. As you can tell, I'm Captain Crazy for Halloween. Should come as no surprise to some of you that follow this channel, because, you know, I'm making a Captain Crazy movie, my first superhero project that I'm doing, not just for my channel, but for my class as well. And so I thought, as a good advertisement, I would dress up. Oh man, this is hot. You got bright light, layers of clothing. It's a good thing I'm not wearing pants though. So in DC Comics news today, kids, as you know, you probably all heard this already, but Christopher Nolan has finally revealed what the title of the third Batman movie is going to be, and it's called The Dark Knight Rises. Also, there's not going to be a Riddler in this new one. We all thought there was going to be one, but no one's going to be riddling anything. Dark Knight Rises, it's not the best title. But if you think about it, okay, the very first full-length summer blockbuster Batman movie was Tim Burton's Batman movie. I mean, not counting every single Batman movie, that was technically the first legitimate Batman movie. And it was called simply Batman. Then you got Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Batman Begins. And then when you change the title to Dark Knight, I guess it only makes sense that you would, you know, put a verb after the words The Dark Knight. I guess maybe that was their logic behind that. I don't care. It's interesting. But yeah, there's no Riddler. We all thought there was going to be. It was speculated that either Johnny Depp at first, then Joseph Gordon-Levitt afterwards was going to play the character, but so that begs the question, who is the next Batman villain? Also in DC Comics news, every time I go on Facebook, and I follow DC Nation, DC Comics, both on Facebook and Twitter, and they're all talking about Superman Earth 1. Superman Earth 1, written by J. Michael Straczynski, is pretty much like a reinvention of the character from what I've read. It's essentially Edward Cullen if he were Superman. So wait, Superman's gonna sparkle? Essentially what the character is, they're kind of bringing elements of Batman into Superman. Batman is this revenge-seeking, Avenger of the Night, where Superman's a symbol for justice, symbol for all that is good. He's a Boy Scout. But if you add those revenge Batman elements into the character, I think Superman would work. So have you guys read Superman Earth 1? What are your opinions of it? Give me a shout out. Anyways, I gotta go fight some crime, bust a cap and some asses. Back to you, Carter.
Now, this week on Comics, we have a very special guest to give us our opinion/comment of the day. It's actually cool to sing. I gotta start doing that more. Mrs. Katrina Hill, also known as the Action Flick Chick, the owner of ActionFlickChick.com. She's here to give us a cool opinion/comment. So, without further ado, take it away, Kat.
Hey everyone, I'm Katrina Hill, the Action Flick Chick. My question is, why do superheroines always have to wear ridiculously high-heeled shoes? I mean, sure, it looks really awesome and it's really kick-ass to see a woman kicking butt and running away in really high-heeled shoes, but come on, it is not realistic at all. I mean, look at these shoes. That is a freaking high heel. Can I kick somebody? Sure. Can I run in them? Hell no. There's no way I could get away. I would be tackled and taken down in 2 seconds. So I'm wondering, is it worth it to you guys to see a woman in high-heeled shoes, even though it's not realistic? I mean, what do you think?
So I hope you enjoyed this Halloween-themed episode of Comics, and we will see you next time. So have a very, very happy Halloween, and watch the Saints game on Sunday. Don't go trick-or-treating. Saints game's better.